Yes. Some reason my phone's not really working that good. Yes. Now, you got that email that documented the actual Christian classes that I went to? Yes. And you got the email that documented that there's forgery and fraud and misrepresentation scheme? Yes. And disguise? Yes. Is there some reason why you're refusing to enforce the laws? See, I'm thinking that today, right, that I want to speak to my sons and I want to speak to Marilyn. And these are actually a conspiracy, yes, interfering with civil rights. Mm-mm. Now, as a white person, when you interfere with my civil rights and these laws were made for those that are not white, it's like twice as bad, isn't it, for those that are white supremacists or those that hate other ethnicities? I know for a white supremacist to hate a white man's got to be a very big problem because usually you hate other racial ethnicities. But for every white supremacist police officer that said, no, we're not going to enforce it. See, every person, I verified this, who under color of any statute uh, uh, or other proper proceeding for redress. Yes. Now there's a suit in equity. Yes. There is an action at law. Yes. And then there's the actual injury of taking my sons without any notice or opportunity to be heard. Why are you refusing to remove your fraud? Now, this idea of the Griffin, yeah. 19853, the constitutional right allegedly violated the right to the equal protections of the laws under the 14th Amendment. Does not exist in the absence of state involvement. Oh, the state of Washington doesn't want to. Did you not get the email? This issue did not arise until Griffin was decided because the statute had not been interpreted as providing citizens with a remedy against acts of private individuals. Well, let's say you're not an attorney, though. I'm going to sue you. Yes. You're not a judge, but I'm going to sue you. You're not an oath of office. You're not a city council member. You're not a county commissioner. You're not a mayor or a governor. Yes. There's no sworn oath. Your Mormon way. Now, Mike Van Proyen, right, is a private citizen. Yeah. I mentioned I wanted to sue him, and then I wanted to speak to his wife about her involvement in the fraud of my sister being in a picture with Legina. Oh. Now, you decided that you were going. Well, he's a private individual that has conspired to deprive me of my rights. Yes. And I'm thinking he's involved numerous other private individuals that are not oaths of office. Yes. Now, for every mandatory reporter that feels a compulsion to notify law enforcement right now, I can sue you for not doing what the law requires. Then I can sue you as private individuals. For every pastor that has any knowledge of this, there's two lawsuits for each one of you. The violating of the requirements of the mandatory reporter, yes, and then conspiring as private individuals to deprive Americans of their rights. Now, it is the thesis of this article, that a private action to vindicate 14th Amendment rights that are violated by private conspiracy is constitutional was precisely the sort of remedy that Congress intended to create by enacting Section 19853. Now, I know it sounds like a paradox. Is resolved conceptually because the type of action is clearly possible. It's as if the private citizens of the United States could all conspire right now. Because I gotta tell you something for a moment.